Good afternoon. My name's Dan Winston and I'm the founder and CEO of Zetifi. We're bridging the digital divide by taking technology to farmers and to people in remote and rural locations, technology that the rest of us take for granted. We're helping people like John and Kath. They have a farm in the West Australian wheat belt, and like many farmers, they have terrible phone coverage. It's had a big impact on their time and on their money. Can you imagine how frustrating it is having to spend 20 minutes just to drive back to your house so that you can make a phone call? Or if you had to do that whenever you wanted to check your email or send an email. That's what John's doing multiple times every single day. It's also had a big impact on their safety and on their peace of mind. For example, a few months ago, Kath was driving into town and she hit a kangaroo. Thankfully, she was okay, but the car was totaled. She was stranded on the side of the road in a mobile black spot. She couldn't call for help. She was stuck there and had to wait for 50 minutes until someone came past so she could flag them down and get help. This is the digital divide, and it's completely unacceptable. John and Kath aren't alone. This is a global problem. Rural and remote locations are second-class citizens. It's particularly bad here in Australia. 65% of farms don't have reliable mobile coverage. We're not alone. In the UK, 59% of rural properties don't have reliable 4G. And in the US, the situation's so bad that the federal government's investing $4.5 billion to try and provide reliable connectivity into rural and remote locations. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is ridiculous. How have we not fixed this yet? Surely there is an easy way to do it. Can't we just build some more mobile towers? Unfortunately, it's not that easy. The Australian government's invested more than $760 million over the last 5 years to build 1,000 new mobile towers. It's barely made a dent. 2/3 of our country still doesn't have any access to 3G or 4G. And using existing technologies, that's never going to get any better. We need something different, something new. 3G and 4G is just too expensive for this. 5G is even worse. Basically, it uses awesome technology that works really well in cities. But once you go into a region with lower population densities, the numbers just don't stack up. IoT technologies, things like LoRaWAN, Sigfox, they're great. They can send small packets of data a long way over low-cost equipment. But they don't have the bandwidth to carry a voice signal, and they can't let someone browse the web or send video or images. So not suitable for what we're trying to fix here. Long-range Wi-Fi has got some potential, but it's too power-hungry, and you need an expert to install it. You need an expert to design it. You need an expert to manage it. I know, I've been building Wi-Fi networks for 20 years, and I'm the first to admit that existing hardware just isn't sufficiently scalable to fix this massive problem. We need something that can run on solar power efficiently. We need something that can go a long way. And it needs to be easy enough to install that an electrician can do it, not a network engineer. Or even better, something a farmer can install. So that's what we're building. We've taken the lessons that we've learned in building farm-wide Wi-Fi networks using other vendors' hardware, and we're building the platform of choice for off-grid Wi-Fi, starting with these two products. The Zetifi Gateway, which is a solar-powered long-range Wi-Fi repeater, and the Zetifi Rover, a vehicle kit that can connect up to 5 kilometres back to a gateway, providing farm-wide coverage for phone calls, for internet access, for video, and for IoT backhaul. That's not all. We're also commercialising technology that we've developed that saves 80% of solar and battery costs by sleeping a Wi-Fi repeater when it's not in use. This is a game changer. This is the first truly scalable solution for high bandwidth, long-range connectivity in rural and remote locations. Let's have another look at John and Kath's place. The blue colour indicates strong signal. The pink is weak signal. The X is the mobile black spot where Kath had a crash. And as you can see, they haven't got much coverage at all on their property. Well, they didn't. Once they install a Zetifi gateway, they've got Wi-Fi via a rover across their entire property. And now when Kath drives into town, she can have connectivity all the way into town thanks to Bill. You see, as Kath's car approaches the mobile black spot, it wakes up the sleepy repeater on Bill's property, giving her uninterrupted coverage all the way into town, on demand. Our business model is simple. We supply farmers with a farm-wide Wi-Fi network, giving the connectivity they need for their farm, and they pay us a yearly subscription. People in the region that need connectivity pay a monthly subscription, and a part of that subscription goes back to the farmer as a thank you for providing that crowdsourced connectivity. It's just like selling solar back to the grid. We estimate the market to be $350 million in Australia alone, and as I said, this is a global problem. I've been building Wi-Fi networks for 20 years and teaching people how to do it for 10. I've given up my academic career because I think everyone, everywhere, deserves access to reliable connectivity. And I've built a team with the right experience across electronics, manufacturing, agriculture, and IT to help me commercialize this technology and take it to market. We've completed our R&D with support from the Northern Territory Government, trialling the technology in some of the harshest environments available, and filed an international patent. We're currently conducting beta trials with DPIRD in Western Australia, and we've signed a channel partner trial agreement with Case IH in New Holland. We're looking forward to commercialising the Sleepy Wi-Fi platform so that we can launch globally. We all agree that people in rural and remote locations deserve the same access that we have to technology. Everyone agrees that this digital divide and that digital exclusion is unacceptable. Well, we've got the technology that can solve this problem. My name's Dan Winson. I'm the founder of Zetifi. We're bridging the digital divide.